Hello, everyone, and welcome again to 49ers hockey. This is Greg Michopoulos coming from you live at Extreme Ice Center, where tonight your Charlotte 49ers take on the Charleston Cougars. The Cougars are coming off of an impressive weekend. They swept the Citadel last week in 2 games, 7-4, and then the second game 6-0. The second game was senior night for the Cougars, and senior netminder Brett Epstein did not disappoint. A sparkling effort by him to earn a 47-save shutout on senior night. Your 49ers at 11-6-1, coming off an impressive victory last week against the 20th-ranked NC State Icepack. A thriller for the home crowd here at Charlotte, as Charlotte took the early lead on a goal by Matt McCoy on the power play. The power play definitely the 49ers' bread and butter that night. 3 of their 4 goals came on with the man advantage. NC State charged back in the third period, scoring 3 goals to get within 1 late in the game. But Charlotte held on for the 43 victory by goals by McCoy, Gilmartin, a breakaway goal by Maragno, and then what turned out to be the game-winning goal by Phila Arnold on a 5-on-3 man advantage. And we're just about ready here for the starting lineups, as both teams coming in with winning ways. There you see Charlotte gathered up around the bench with the dark jerseys tonight. College of Charleston Division III team coming into Charlotte looking to make some hay. As we know, last week, Charlotte with the upset over NC State. The previous weekend, 2 weeks ago, both teams had played the University of Delaware. NC State came out on top in a big way, where Charlotte lost 9-4 to Delaware, and then, wouldn't you know it, home game, they turn it around and take care of business against NC State. And we are just about underway here in Charlotte at Extreme Ice Center. Daniel Toland with the start for Charlotte, a rare night off for Ritter. After a fantastic performance against NC State last week. Does look like it'll be Epstein again in net for Charleston. Charlotte will start off with Aquila at center. He'll be flanked by MacArthur and Maragno. Garamisu and McCoy on defense. And we are underway here from Charlotte. Velez has it taken away. MacArthur. Stolen back. Shot from the point, deflected in wide. MacArthur got a piece of it. Now he battles behind the net. Maragno behind the net. Centering pass for Aquila. Can't get it. All of it goes into the corner. MacArthur again. Early pressure from Charlotte. Goes below. Aquila circles to the half wall. Dumps it behind. He cycles with MacArthur. MacArthur sandwiched by two players from Charleston. Pass comes out. Aquila keeps it in his zone momentarily as pass to Giramisu offline. Stretch pass to McCoy. McCoy skates on in, loses an edge, has it taken away, battles again. Still loose. Aquila keeps it in. Down to the corner. MacArthur challenged by Velez. 2-on-2 battle. Charleston comes away with it. McCoy keeps it in. McCoy tries to get a wrist shot. That gets blocked. Nearly too many men on the ice for Charlotte as the puck came right back in their own zone. Fawcett, he battles with Sarath. Sarath, dangerous player. Centering pass in front, and it goes in! A soft backhander sent in by Dawes. And you see Sarath battling in the corner. A backhander looks like it was going to be deflected in. Actually, DePaulo with Dawes going in front looking for the deflection, and it sneaks under Daniel Toland. And at 1:23 of the first, Charleston gets a goal on their first shot. Charlotte looking to regroup early on here in the first. Up the boards, stick down. Turned over in the neutral zone, dumped all the way down. This will not be icing. Dinkler gives chase. Pressure by Cafeo. Cafeo ties his man up. 2-on-2 battle now. Dinkler comes away with it. He's pressure now. Turnover again. Charleston centering pass. Stopped by Toland. Still loose at their feet. A save by Toland. Cafeo with the shot. Kept in the zone. Broski takes the puck away from DePaulo. Up the boards. Still in. And now DePaulo has a 2-on-1 possible chance. Centering pass in front all the way through. Misses Cafeo, comes all the way out. As Fawcett came away with it. Fawcett. Cross-ice pass misses. Here's Chard. Chard to the high slot. Nobody there. Taken away, but now taken right back by Ray momentarily. As White dumps it down. Now White. And in his zone is Driscoll. Driscoll for Chard. He takes on Hawes. Now 2-on-2. Coming away with it. Centering pass gets blocked. And Epstein taking no chances. Covers that one up. They're looking to center that pass in front. You see easy smother by Epstein. Up the wall. Now reverses field. Kept in the zone. That goes all the way wrapped around by White. Back to the point. Bouncing puck. Can't handle it. Dumped down, and that will eventually make it all the way over for icing against Charleston. So the Cougars maintaining their 1-goal lead. 3:26 gone by here in the first. Top line is out there now for Charlotte. McCoy at the point. Wrist shot from the point all the way through. Tiramisu. Gilmartin let the shot goes wide. Arnold behind the net. Skates out to the half wall. McCoy from the point. Another wrist shot. That gets deflected up into the corner. Now it's Miller. Miller gives it up. Tiramisu tries to keep it in. 2-on-2 at the blue line, trying to keep it in. It eventually makes its way out of the zone. McCoy tried to slap it in the zone, gets blocked. Gilmartin tried to get it back to McCoy. Gets it to Arnold. Arnold to Miller. Back to Arnold off his stick. Dumping again is Kitchie. Turns it over. Arnold keeps it in. Miller. Backhanded pass to Gilmartin. Misses his mark. But Gilmartin challenges, gets the puck back. Gilmartin below the line for Miller. Reverses field. Gilmartin, backhand pass, doesn't make it to Miller. The top line challenging, but not able to get a clean shot off as Charleston makes it out. Wrist shot there, blocked all the way up into the netting as the Cougars in transition. As Trexler tried to rip one just across the blue line unsuccessfully. Strong shift by the top line, but unable to get a scoring chance out of it. The Cougars doing a nice job keeping everything to the outside. One there, MacArthur. MacArthur skates around one man. MacArthur across the blue line looking for Aquila just off the end of his stick. Would have had a golden opportunity. Cougars make their way out. Scoops it into the zone. Bouncing puck, dangerous play. Toland does a good job just by smothering that one. Bouncing pucks towards the net. And Sarath was coming in hot. Sarath, dangerous player for the Cougars. 20 goals in just 13 games this season for him. And this top line for the Cougars is the one that got the early goal. MacArthur. Cross ice pass. There's Broski. Broski skates all the way in. Wrist shot, glove down. No problem there by Epstein. You see, maybe he would have had a chance to drop that one to a charging Maragno, but the wrist shot didn't quite get all of it, and Epstein, easy glove save. Dinkler from the point. Pad save, rebound! Just misses. MacArthur had the chance. Just unable to capitalize. Dawes and Dinkler went at it. Up the boards and finally out. Dinkler regroups for Aquila. He'll cross the blue line unchallenged. Wrists it cross ice. Maragno. He's bodied off the puck by Johnson. Still battling is Maragno with Johnson all over him. And the Cougars make their way out. Looking for more transition play. Across the blue line, they dump it in. White gets to it. Maragno angles that one out of the zone. The Cougars will dump it all the way back in. Toland stops it behind the net. And White will take over as the Cougars go for changes. Turn over to neutral zone, dumped all the way down, but that'll be icing. Bit of a needless icing by the Cougars there. Had plenty of time, as Maragno could not handle the pass initially out of the zone. .625 gone by here in the first. And it'll be Fawcett taking this draw. And he has Ibrahim and Cahill flanking him. And a bit of discussion about who should be on the ice for the Cougars. That looks like that's straightened out. Face off one back. Taken by Velez. Up the boards, he was looking for Welsh. Kept in. Wrist shot from all the way to the point. Makes it all the way through. A nice pad save by Epstein. Back to the point is Burke. Now Ibrahim. Nice body position. Centering pass just misses Cahill. And now the Cougars break out. 3-on-3 across the line. Wrist shot. Stick to side with a purpose. And Fawcett comes away with it. He gives it right back across the blue line. The Cougars stingy early on. Line change for the 49ers. Fresh bodies out there now pressuring on the forecheck. Tried to center it, sticked away by Hawes. And once again, the 49ers have to regroup. Ray dumps it in, and Ray will go after his man. Up around the boards, and again out. Niramusu pressured. Gets it out. Driscoll. Here's McCoy. McCoy now on his backhand. Builds a wall. Goes behind the net. McCoy still with it. Tries to circle back. Pass out to the point. Gets deflected all the way down. Tolan stops this one and will not take any chances as Trexler was coming in. Didn't want to play the puck. So again, nice possession by Charlotte in the offensive zone, but unable to get any quality chances out of it. Driscoll centering Ray and Chard. Cougars win the draw. Wrist shot from the point goes wide through traffic. Now a wrist shot stopped by Tolan. And now Driscoll. Pressured by Kitchie, who comes away with it. Chard takes his man down. They're tangled up still just inside the blue line as Chard tried to break through. Meantime, back come the Cougars. Dawes, weak one, misses just wide. Toland. Nice cross-ice pass to Arnold. Arnold skates in on the right wing. To Chard. Chard can't pull the trigger on the wrist shot there. Cougars up the boards, kept in by Arnold. His shot's blocked. Cougars again challenging, now getting it out. And again, the dangerous Sarath going after it. McCoy all over him. Sarath and McCoy do battle. Sarath still had it. McCoy finally got it up the boards to Gilmartin. Gilmartin cross-ice pass for Miller. They love this play. Here's Miller. Goalie all the way out of his net. He scores! Andrew Miller wins the foot race. Epstein with a bad gamble came way out of his net. And there's the cross-ice pass by Gilmartin. Just out of the reach, but way out of his net. And Miller makes no mistake with that one, as Haas tried to get back to block the net. So Epstein's gamble doesn't pay off, and just like that, at 9:11 of the first, Andrew Miller ties this game up at 1. Let's see how the Cougars respond to that goal. Arnold looking for Miller again, just can't quite get it. He did get a piece of it, will be no icing, as McCardle, pressured by Gilmartin, but made its way all the way out. Dinkler for Miller, touch pass to himself. Miller still has it, across the line, looking for Arnold. Pass gets deflected. Sarath, nice pass, and is dumped all the way in by Peterson. Sarath is there with Dinkler. Dinkler gets it up just over the stick of the defenseman. And now McCardle has to chase that one down to make sure Charlotte doesn't get another quality chance. Gilmartin. Sarath with a stick check. Gilmartin all the way around. McCardle reverses field for Sarath. Sarath gets it around Gilmartin and gets it all the way up out of the zone. Nice strong pass there just off the stick. And Tolan doesn't take any chances again as Dawes couldn't quite handle the pass by Sarath. Ends up going on net. A couple of bounces by the Cougars have come on net on Tolan. Scary situation sometimes with the bouncers. That one easily handled by Tolan. Face-off one all the way back, splits the D. And now it's MacArthur using his speed. Maragno tried to pick it up and could not quite get it. As Velez and Hawes could not keep track. Aquila bodied off the puck nicely. DePaulo. Up the boards, now a penalty will be called here. This will be a cross check against the Cougars, it looks like. A 2-on-2 battle behind the net. And it will indeed be a Charlotte power play. And it's going to be Velez in the box. So with 9:16 left here in the first, 1-1 tie. Driscoll on the draw. Driscoll wins it back. Dinkler has time. To the slot, backhander, there's save. Rebound is there, stopped again by Epstein. Another rebound is there. Epstein covers it up. Brett Epstein. That one off the post and bounced right back out in front. Fluttered up in the air, and Epstein, little soft basket catch to stop play. But strong by Epstein. Now the Cougars break out with it. Dinkler back on defense. Left pad save by Tolan. Strong save by him on Giroux. Chard brings it up the ice. Chard loses it. Chases it back down as he and Johnson go into the corner. Support by Driscoll. Now to Broski. Wrist shot from the point, looking for a deflection. Nothing there. Pad save. All the way down. Tolan gets his paddle down and stops it. He just scoops it by Sarath. As the Cougars get some fresh bodies out there. Turnover. Dinkler has to hustle over. Centering pass in front. Tolan gets a stick on it. Sarath was waiting on the other end. And it would have been a glorious chance for the Cougars. And now Charlotte is offside. So Tolan with his paddle down breaks up the centering pass. And now 55 seconds left on the power play for Charlotte. McCoy, cross ice, Gilmartin. Across the line, Gilmartin still looking, now he finds Miller. Miller, short side, stopped by Epstein. Up against this post is Miller with a strong move to the net. Perhaps a little bit unexpected to make that play from that bad of an angle. But you see there Epstein in what we call the reverse VH positioning by the goaltender up against this post. Make sure that doesn't squeak through. And Garamusu unable to hold that one in. Now with 30 seconds remaining on the power play, it's Gilmartin. Uses his body. Centering pass to Miller! Stopped by Epstein on the one-timer. Brett Epstein robbing Miller on the one-timer. And here you see Gilmartin. A solid passing front. What a save right there. Miller tried to beat him 5-hole, and somehow Epstein was able to smother it. Wrist shot sticked away again by Epstein. Gilmartin behind the net for Miller. Miller pressured. McCoy at the point. McCoy back to Miller. Along the blue line. Miller cross ice. Gilmartin. McCoy. Wrist shot from the point goes wide. Gilmartin again for Miller. Power play is now over. Gilmartin on the backhand looking to center it. Stick to side. Gilmartin again. Centering pass gets blocked. Stick work nice there by Miller to keep it in. Up the boards. And the Cougars still can't get it out. Kept in. Miller has it. Miller. Wrist shot. Stopped again by Epstein. Brett Epstein, after giving up the one goal to Miller, coming way out of his net, stopping Miller on 2 or 3 great chances. Couple times looking behind him, but getting the job done with 6:51 left here in the first. Out come the Cougars with speed down the right wing. Welch. Welch gets pressured. Now Sarath joins the play. 2-on-2 in the corner. Sarath. In centering pass as Fawcett was pressuring Welch to the point. Slap shot there, deflected wide. Fawcett will regroup. Looking for Cahill. Cahill can't get the pass. Cahill eventually gets it out. And now delayed call coming up against Charlotte. As Giramusu makes the touch. But it's going to be interference against the 49ers at 13:46 of the first. So the battle against the boards. Fawcett able to eventually get it out, but not before committing a penalty. And Charleston will go on the power play. It's going to be Aquila and MacArthur, along with White and Burke. Wins it back. Burke can't quite get it all the way out. Kept in the zone. On the off wing, shot blocked by Burke. Still loose. Slap shot from the point, deflected wide. Burke, Sarath to the point again. Out the hat fall. Cross-ice pass. Back to the point. Blocked, still in their feet. Tied up in front and swept aside all the way down by White. DiPaolo in front of the net with a dangerous opportunity. As Cafeo found him with a nice cross-ice pass. And here come the Cougars, breaking through the neutral zone with speed. DiPaolo. DiPaolo still circling with it. Looking for a pass. DiPaolo still skating. Circles, but now he gives it up. All that skating, MacArthur stays patient and takes it away, dumps it all the way down, halfway through the power play. Giroux stays onside. Giroux still with it, with MacArthur hounding in. Centering pass, doesn't quite make it. Slap shot from the point, blocker to side. Loose in front of the net. Now the net comes off its moorings. Cafeo with the slap shot. As you see right there, wide open chance, blocker save. And whistle down. Would have been a hand pass anyway as it was knocked down after the blocker save. So the faceoff will come out of the zone. 40 seconds left on the power play for the Cougars. It's Driscoll and Ray up front with Dinkler and Broski trying to kill off the rest of this power play. Faceoff one forward by Dawes. Dawes and Driscoll go to the corner. They work each other over. McCardle comes in. 2-on-1 advantage for Charleston. They come away with it. McCardle out to the point. Trexler back to McCardle. Can't handle the puck. Driscoll all the way up the boards. Takes a bounce. Stays in the zone. Deflection in front of the net by Dawes, goes wide. Slapped around. Still kept in the zone. Ray can't get it out. Broski. Good pressure by Ray. Blocks the pass but stays in the zone. Ray again hounding them and eventually gets it out. The power play is over. No icing here. So good job by the penalty killers. That pass goes astray. But McCardle battles, gets it all the way out and dumps it in as the Cougars go for changes. Here's Chard. Cross-ice pass to Ray, doesn't quite make it, but Dinkler comes away with it. Check that Driscoll. Puts it on net. So Driscoll with a backhander. Glove save there on a deflection. Reaching back behind him is Epstein. And the top line again back out there for Charlotte. McCoy, wrist shot from the point, deflected wide. Miller behind the net for Arnold. Arnold muscled off the puck. You don't say that often. Uramusu can't keep it in, and now with speed across the blue line, wrist shot. In the chest, loose puck in front, and a nice job by McCoy with a stick to break up the rebound opportunity. All right, DePaulo puts it on net. Big rebound. McCoy was there to clean it up. Wrist shot goes behind the net. Arnold can't control it. Gilmartin. Gilmartin keeps it in just for a second. Comes all the way out. 3-on-2 across the line. And Tolan will cover this one up as Cafeo was pressured and just put it on net. So 2:45 left here in the first. Gilmartin looking for that cross-ice pass to Miller. That's knocked down, but Miller still goes after it. Causes a turnover. Miller. It's Velez on him. Uramusu pinches in. Kept it in just for a second. Comes all the way out. Uramusu, one hand on the stick. Gets it back in, but taken away by Sarath. Velez. He chips it in. So we'll check up. No icing here. McCoy avoids a check by Jarul. McCoy now skates up down the middle. McCoy with speed now in his off wing. McCoy with the wrist shot, pad save all the way to the sideboards by Epstein. Now turnover, and again here comes Charleston. Sarath still with the puck, and a backhand save by Toland. Sarath with two 49ers all over him, still managed to get a great scoring chance, and Toland with his left pad denies him. McCoy chips it in as he goes for a change. Turned over the neutral zone. Fawcett dumps it in, and he'll give chase himself. Goes after it with Hawes. Big defenseman Hawes up the boards. Burke. That gets knocked down in front. Shot goes wide by Cahill. And the Cougars come out with it. With speed, Patrick Jing, the senior. But the Cougars are offside with now 1:06 left here in the first. Aquila wins the draw all the way back. White. Cross ice to MacArthur. MacArthur pressure, he just dumps it in. The Cougars look to turn around, but again, that's knocked down and taken back by Burke. Burke with a wrist shot off a stick goes wide. Maragno with Velez draped all over him. Gets the job done, gets it to MacArthur. Good work by Burke to keep it in. Aquila covering for Burke. Aquila at the point. Wrist shot there through traffic. Pad save. Rebound behind the net. And up the boards, Aquila again keeps it in. And circles it all the way around. MacArthur. He goes down. MacArthur still battling behind the net. Centering pass misses. And the Cougars come away with it. A nice little toe drag move by Cafeo. And Charlotte eventually comes out. Charlotte has numbers, but unable to control the puck, as that'll do it for the first period. And a bit of a challenge here for Charlotte. And full marks to Brett Epstein, goaltender. His one mistake. Tried to get to a puck ahead of Miller. But aside from that, has kept his team in this one, tied at 1 after the first period. We'll be right back. And we're back here at Extreme Ice Center, getting ready for the second period. First, let's go back and look at a few of the highlights from the first. Here's the goal for Charleston, getting themselves going early on. Actually, here's Andrew Miller's goal. The cross-ice pass there, and you see Epstein way out of his net. Miller with the empty net makes no mistake with it, as Velas tried to cover up for his goaltender, but unable to do so. But before that, Charleston, early on, as you see Sarath, I said 20 goals this season, 249ers on, manages to get it out in front. Backhander there goes all the way through, as Tolan was unable to find it, expecting some sort of deflection. But DePaulo sends it towards the net. Dawes was in front, squeaked through, and that gave the Cougars an early lead. Charlotte battled back, had a lot of possession time. But Brett Epstein, the senior for the Cougars, made several glorious saves, particularly on Andrew Miller. After giving up that first one. There you see Epstein in his crease. As Charlotte again will come out with Aquila, MacArthur, and Maragno at forward. Garamusu and McCoy on the blue line. And we're back underway here in the second. So dumped all the way down, and we have a quick icing, as Hawes did not quite get to the red line to dump that in. Aquila again on the draw against DePaulo. DePaulo wins it back. Now it's Patrick Jing. Gives it out to Cafeo. Cafeo up the boards. McCoy. Yurimusu. Now Aquila. Jing takes over. Long cross-ice pass. Mick gets his mark. Beautiful move there by DePaulo. DePaulo moves in. He'll draw a penalty. Toby DePaulo. There you see the pass to find DePaulo. Great move around Giramisu, who is forced to make the hook right there. Easy call for the official, and just 33 seconds into the second, the Cougars will go back on the power play. Cross ice, slap shot from there, blocked aside by Tolan. Try to get it out, finally do, as it's Jing. Cafeo, as the Cougars look to build up some speed through the neutral zone. Jing again. Jing tangled up with his own man, but onside. Dinkler's there. And he dumps it all the way down. Epstein goes behind his net, up the boards. DePaulo. He has some room, he has some speed. Cafeo across the blue line. Winds up, fires. Tolan with the blocker save, goes behind the net. Centering pass, bounces up. Another opportunity, another blocker save by Tolan. He stops Jarul on that opportunity. Centering pass off a stick near the blue line, kept in, blocked in front. Now scramble, kept into the zone. Jarul with great effort. Sarath, nice spin move. Sarath with the wrist shot, gets deflected wide. Cafeo. Now back out to the point. Down to Sarath. Sarath, centering pass is blocked. Dinkler sliding down to break up the pass. And now Chard with it. Up the boards, and it eventually comes all the way out. Epstein will have to play this with Ray pressuring him. Fresh legs out there for Charlotte. Sarath. Sarath to the slot. Shot is blocked, and now Charlotte looks to break out in transition. 3-on-2 across the line. Miller with the shot off the crossbar. He rips one from the slot, and it bounces all the way out, and now numbers for Charleston. Wrist shot goes wide. And the net goes off the moorings. What a shot by Andrew Miller off the crossbar. As you see, short-handed, skates it into the slot and absolutely wires it. So hard off the crossbar, it goes all the way out, and the Cougars ended up with a 2-on-1 out of it. Some serious heat brought by Miller, who could very easily have about 3 goals in this game. Touch pass, Burke to Miller. Now Gilmartin. Gilmartin across the line. Wrist shot, high and wide. Miller behind the net to Gilmartin. In front to Arnold, the pad save by Epstein. A rebound is there, and he covers up. Great pass by Gilmartin. Backhand right to Arnold, who gets 2 swipes at it before Epstein finally covers. So once again, this top line with some serious pressure, but Epstein again standing strong. Burke, slap shot, paddled into the corner. Gilmartin unable to keep it in. It's Trexler. If they hurry, they have a 3-on-2. Across the line, nice move. Finally, Gilmartin, though, on the back check, takes away. And again, a nice little toe drag move, centering pass. Backhander now, just over the netting. That was McCardle with some pressure. Now the 49ers come across the line. It's Gilmartin again. Goes around his man, centering pass. Miller over to Arnold in his skates. He can't quite get it on net. Gilmartin again. Right on net. That actually ends up in the blocker of Epstein as he tried to center it. Looking for a bounce. And Gilmartin, there's the shot. And you see Epstein going right down. That puck ends up inside his blocker and at an awkward angle. And we're 3:44 into the second. And once again, the top line for the 49ers with tons of pressure and opportunities, unable to break through and give their team the lead. Ibrahim, and that's going to be a penalty. Ibrahim with a dangerous play. And he's going to hear it from Sarath and others. He absolutely walloped Velez into the boards. And this may be more than 2 minutes. As you see, he takes several strides and nails him right in the back from about 6 feet away from the boards. The referees are discussing what is going to come of this. But I would not be surprised to see a 5-minute major come up on the board. Ibrahim was a dangerous play. At 3:54 of the second. And it is indeed a 5-minute major on Ibrahim. So not a game misconduct as Ibrahim stays in the box, but a 5-minute major for boarding on Ibrahim. And a critical moment in this game here in the second. Opportunity for the Cougars to score as many as they want on this power play. DePaulo builds up speed through the neutral zone. DePaulo still with it. Wrist shot there. Tolan with the save. Juicy rebound, gets swiped all the way down the ice. And here's Cafeo. Scoops it over. Across the line they go. Surratt smothered there by Toland. Surratt dangerous on his off wing there from the top of the face-off circle. Just 43 seconds gone here in this 5-minute major. Kept in the zone. Cafeo along the half wall. Goes behind the net, Sarath. Sarath looking for Cafeo, but Maragno's right there to backhand it out. Regrouping again to the Cougars. DePaulo to the right wing. Centering pass in front for Sarath. Can't get his stick on it. Maragno tried to pitchfork it out, unable to do so. And now the 49ers do eventually come away with it and dumped all the way down by Ray. And he'll go after it himself against Jing. Jing loses it though. Maragno tried to self-pass, but now they're caught in deep. 5-on-2 across. DePaulo circles the net. Centering pass goes all the way through. Slap shot blocked by Ray into the netting. So dangerous opportunity. DePaulo came across the line. Cougars unable to take advantage of Ray and Maragno caught deep in the offensive zone on the penalty kill with 3:20 left now on the major penalty to Ibrahim. Dawes wins it. Now to the point. Slap shot there, just wide. The rebound still loose. All the way up the boards and out. Eric White with the clear. Chard pressured. Chard with Driscoll. The forward grouping on this penalty kill line. Here's McCardle. He'll dump it down. Burke reverses field to White. Back to Burke and all the way down. Nice work there by that defensive duo to kill off more of this power play. Chard with a heavy check behind the net. McCardle to Velez. Seems to be okay after the hit by Ibrahim. McCardle across the blue line. Pressure, he gets knocked down hard. And all the way down it goes again. Ryan Burke stands up the very dangerous Patrick McCardle at the blue line. And another clear. There's McCardle. Back to Velez. Stuck in the referee's skates. 3 minutes of this 5-minute power play is over. Not many opportunities so far for the Cougars. Now Burke all the way up and out. Miller's going to give chase. Up the boards. Here's DePaulo again. Does not take very much time off, this Toby DePaulo. Cafeo for Jing. Jing circles. Nice pass there. Slap shot from the point. Stopped by Tolan. Rebound. Jarul could not come up with it. To the side of the net now comes all the way out to Jing. Cafeo can't handle the pass. Gets it deeper. Back to Cafeo. Cafeo still with it. Fakes a slap shot. Goes all the way around with it. Looking for Jarul. Jarul can't keep it in. Jing does. Back around. McCoy. Now Sarath. Pressured by McCoy. McCoy gets it all the way out. Another clear for the 49ers. And now Miller using his speed to pressure Cafeo. Just 45 seconds now left on this 5-minute major. Jing across the line. Jing. Wrist shot blocked. McCoy. Great keep by DePaulo. Just momentarily, Miller scoops it. And now look out. Here comes Arnold shorthanded on his off wing. Arnold goes around his man and can't quite get it out in front. Centering pass for Miller. Can't quite connect as Jing made a great play. Cross-ice pass, one-timer stopped by Epstein. As Arnold, Cafeo now across the line. McCoy breaks it up. Jing has room through the neutral zone. Here comes Jing. Wrist shot just wide. Tried to beat him. Blocker side rebound in front. Centering pass doesn't make it. And the 49ers have killed off all 5 minutes of this power play. And a save made by Toland just after the power play expires as the net comes off. Here's that one-timer by Arnold. A saucer pass by Miller on the backhand. But Epstein again, showing his mobility and his positioning, Comes out to the top of his crease, gets in the butterfly, and stops that one. But a phenomenal job by the 49ers to kill off all 5 minutes of that power play unscathed. Has to build up momentum for the team now. Cross line, Ray skates all the way in. Wrist shot is stopped by Epstein as Driscoll goes flying into the net looking for a rebound. He got tangled up with Velez. Driscoll on the draw. Chard and Ray, his wingers here. Wins it back. Dinkler, the wrist shot deflected over the glove and wide. Chard looking for Driscoll. Can't find him. Kept in by Broski. Chard, collision there. That's going to be interference. Delayed penalty against Charleston, and Chard is still down. He took a hard check. Did not go after the puck. As you see right here. Just lowers the boom, does Velez. And Chard holding his shoulder as he goes off the ice. So the 49ers will go on the power play. Now the referee's discussing this one to see if maybe this is worth more than 2 minutes. But no question about it, Velez did not play the puck. Saw Chard with his head down. It definitely looks like they're going to keep it at 2 minutes. So 2 minutes for Velez for interference. But Chard did not have possession of the puck, was looking for it, head down, trying to corral it. And Velez just the shoulder right into his chest. And Chard is a big man. Still much discussion going on by the officials, but it looks like we're going to be underway here. 10:21 left in the second. Girmisu lost control of it. Look out, Cafeo with speed. And no penalty here. Wrist shot. Stop. That one blocked. All the way up the ice. Gilmartin, look out. Numbers for Charlotte. Gilmartin tried to cross it over to Arnold, but Miller gets it. Miller stopped again by Epstein. 25 seconds into this power play. Girmisu couldn't corral the pass. Ends up a near breakaway for Cafeo. And then on the counterattack, Miller again from about the face-off dot, unable to beat Epstein. Arnold kept it in, up the boards, and the Cougars cleared all the way down. Welsh pressures McCoy. McCoy to Girmisu. Miller off his stick, and that's going to be dumped all the way back down again by Hawes. Girmisu, McCoy, and now Arnold. Cross the line to the slot. Tangled up at his feet, still loose. To the line, kept in by McCoy. McCoy comes in with the wrist shot. That gets blocked. Girmisu, back to McCoy. McCoy skates with it. Pressured. McCoy still with it. Still skating. McCoy fires the wrist shot. Stopped it. Squeaks right behind Epstein. Centering pass in front. Now McCoy with the shot. Misses wide. Epstein off his arm and squeaked just past him, but just wide of the net. Miller circles to Gilmartin for a deflection. Taken away and now out of the zone with 20 seconds left on the power play. As both teams get some fresh legs out there. Well, there's some great chances for Charlotte. Driscoll, a nice move. Driscoll still has it. Driscoll, paddle save. Wrist shot from the point is blocked by Sarath. Maragno keeps it in. Gilmartin deflection wide. Gilmartin centering pass. Jing comes away with it and dumps it all the way down. This will be icing. But my, oh my, what chances for Charlotte. Trying to take the lead for the first time tonight. 8:10 remaining here in the second. Driscoll with Maragno and Ray on this forward unit. Barely across the line. Ray gets dumped. Jing, Maragno all over him. Maragno takes control. Maragno, centering pass. Johnson not fooled. Slap shot misses just wide. Look out, rebound. Maragno can't get his stick on it as Jing blocked his angle. That's one of those opportunities where the shot goes wide and squeaks out the other end. A difficult play for a goaltender. And Maragno had a chance. That one's going to go off the stick of Ray into the netting, and it'll come out of the zone. .7:31 left here in the second. Top line out there for the Cougars. And here's DePaolo across the blue line. Wrist shot just wide. Trying to go glove side on Toland. And he did not miss by much. All the way up the boards, kept in. Wrist shot from the point, blocked wide. This big Brandon Hawes let that one go. Up the boards. Charlotte looking to break out, but turns it over again. That dump in by Cafeo goes into the netting. So the puck should come outside and into the neutral zone. Both teams will change things up. 6:44 left in the second. Game closer than Charlotte would have liked. But they've had their opportunities. But Brett Epstein coming off a 6-0 shutout win last Saturday. With another strong performance. Hawes diagonally dumps it in. Burke. That's a turnover again. Shot from the point. Blocked. Sarath with it. Sarath, glove save. Toland with traffic in front. Jarul was right there. Jarul with the initial shot got blocked. Sarath gets his stick on it. Jarul does a smart thing, goes to the net. No rebound left by Toland this time. Face off one back. Charlotte clears the zone. They have 3-on-2 if they hurry. Up the left wing. Fawcett, centering pass, got a stick on it, did Ibrahim. But not enough on the backside there. Ibrahim battles. He gets taken out by Sarath. Now Velez. Kept in the zone. Ibrahim again. Tried to center it, gets blocked. Velez. Velez and Ibrahim match up again. Velez lost it. But Sarath is there to pick him up. Sarath moves in. Sarath forced wide. Sarath looking for a pass. Backhands one. Jarul tried to center it. Nobody home. Sarath gets back up. He circles. Sarath with some nice stick work there. Sarath again. That one just misses wide. Sarath a one-man show on that. And just misses a highlight reel goal. Maragno tries to self-pass, but it's taken away. Maragno still pressuring. Velez. Velez goes down. Maragno all over him. Epstein looking for a penalty. That's not going to come here. That's going to go all the way down for icing. With 5:31 left here in the second. So Jeremy Maragno, with the pressure, leads to an icing. And sure enough, the 49ers come right back out with their top line with an offensive zone draw. See if they can't finally capitalize on these chances they've had. Trexler scoops it out. Nicely done by Jarul. Knocks it down out of the air. Jarul on his off wing. Great job by Yeremisu to get back, though, to block that shot. Now, still loose in front of the net. Feeds the point. Can't get it there. And now look out. Here comes Miller. Miller looking for Gilmartin. Miller with the deflection of Gilmartin. Can't quite get it. Miller again. Tried to find Arnold streaking through the slot, but can't get his stick on it, and they'll have to regroup. Garamusu tried to find Gilmartin, did not get a piece of it. That'll be icing. Again, the first line with some scoring chances, but just can't quite finish it to give their team a lead. And now a defensive zone draw. DePaulo against Arnold. Arnold wins it this time. Scooped all the way down. This puck will check up, no icing this time. Play it up and out by Epstein, who's done it all tonight. That's going to come out of the zone. No chance for Gene to keep that one in. Offside. That was Dinkler looking for Andrew Miller, missed him. And both teams will change things up. Tries a diagonal pass. That one misses, though. A little sloppy play here. Eric White tried to angle this one to MacArthur. Just did not do a good enough job. It goes all the way down. Man, watch out now. Cougars with an opportunity. Good job by Broski laying down to break up that opportunity in front of the net. And now watch out. Aquila down the right wing. Centering pass in front. A sweeping save. What a stop by Epstein. Now rebound. What a save by Epstein! He robs Maragno! And a penalty called. Brett Epstein. Remarkable job to keep this a 1-1 game. Here's Aquila, the centering pass out to MacArthur. Double pad stack save. And then another opportunity to Maragno, a diving stop on Maragno. What a performance by Epstein. As Cafeo takes a penalty, so back on the power play go the 49ers with 4:16 left in the second. Jing circles around his own net, looking to get it all the way down, and does. Yeremisu with Sarath pressuring him. Touch pass to Arnold. Arnold to Gilmartin. Look out. 2-on-1. Gilmartin, a blocker save. Rebound swiped aside. Sarath goes all the way down with it. So Gilmartin this time from the face-off dot goes high blocker, and again Epstein up to the challenge. 1:19 left here on the power play. Arnold at the red line. Arnold goes around Sarath. Across the line. This pass to Gilmartin was off target. And that allows the Cougars to clear it all the way down. Garamusu regroups. This pass goes off Burke's skate. And that's pitchforked into the timekeeper's bench. So that faceoff will come back in the offensive zone for the 49ers. Now with 47 seconds left on this power play. It'll be Driscoll with Ray and MacArthur. Broski and Dinkler on defense. Still tied up. Ray tries to get it towards the front of the net. Taken away and all the way out. Dinkler in the neutral zone. MacArthur moves in. MacArthur patiently holds on. Dinkler in his feet. Dinkler back to MacArthur. Driscoll looking for it. In the slot, there it is! His one-timer just misses. Driscoll wires it just high. Broski to Ray. Behind the net to MacArthur. MacArthur to Broski with a wrist shot. Still loose! Oh! Quick whistle. Epstein got it up high. Broski with the initial shot. The rebound was loose, just as you can see right there, but the referee on the other side did not see it. Puck did not go in. And just 7 seconds left on this power play. MacArthur, Broski, all the way down to Ray. Michael Ray dusts it off, goes it out to MacArthur. MacArthur to Ray. Power play is over. Ray with it. Back to MacArthur. They play catch. Back to Ray. Nice job to get it over Zing. Dinkler tried to pan and look. Oh, good pressure again. Driscoll to cause that turnover. MacArthur behind the net. To Ray. Poke checked away. Dinkler kept it in just for a second. And out come the Cougars. Spin move by Cafeo around Broski. Centering pass. Can't find his target with Hawes. And now back come the 49ers. Stood up at the line, and now Charleston comes back with it. DePaulo knocked down. Still gets a shot wide of the net. Hawes. Kept in the zone neatly by Dawes. Dinkler gets it to MacArthur. MacArthur, cross-ice pass to Broski with lots of space in front of him. Broski comes in and will dump it as the 49ers go for changes. Aquila over on Jing. Turnover. Nice move by MacArthur. Rebound, he scores! What a shot by Max MacArthur. MacArthur with the toe drag from no angle. Aquila with the pressure. You see MacArthur goes around his man, and here's the backhander, just absolutely roofs it. And you see his celebration with just 55 seconds left here in the second. A brilliant shot by MacArthur. And the 49ers have their first lead of the game. And that turnover, here comes MacArthur again. Goes off his stick, tries to center, that gets blocked. Velez up the boards, not out. Aquila keeps it in. 2-on-2 battle along the boards. Now 3-on-3. MacArthur again comes in. That one eventually finally comes out. To MacArthur, 3-on-2 across the line. MacArthur, nice move again. MacArthur, his shot is blocked. And he looks to the heavens because he knows he had an opportunity. But a nice job by the defenseman to get a stick on it, preventing that one from getting on net. 24.8 remaining here in the second. MacArthur with one heck of a shift going so far. Looks like they'll finish out this period. Right. White. Rebound is there. Maragno gets dumped by Jing just as he would have had an opportunity on the rebound. That one goes around Burke, and Aquila has to hustle back to make sure Surratt doesn't get a breakaway. Into the glove. That's going to be off, shot on goal offside. That draws the whistle. 5 seconds left here in the second. As Haas put it on net with his men still in the zone, and he was outside, so he's looking for an explanation, but that's what it is. His men were stuck in the zone. He was in the neutral zone. You can't put it on net. And he'll dump it in, and that'll do it for the second. What an end of the period. And MacArthur gets into it a little bit with Hawes and Jarul as the period's over, and now still some talking going on. Jarul chirping with MacArthur and Maragno. But that'll do it here in the second. After 2, your Charlotte 49ers 2, Charleston 1. Welcome back, everyone, as we prepare for the third period here in Charlotte. The 49ers lead 2-1 after 40 minutes, thanks to a late goal with 55 seconds left in the period by Max MacArthur. But the story of the game has been goaltender Brett Epstein for the Cougars with several miraculous saves, several of which on Andrew Miller, who scored the goal in the first period. Here's one of those chances right here. Miller with the backhand out to MacArthur. There's the two-pad stack save. Broski comes up with it. Centering pass to Maragno, one-timer. As you can see, a couple players on the bench even thought that was going in, but a sprawling save prevented that from happening. Now the referees have got both teams out here ready to go here in the third. And we're underway. Burke up the boards, deflected, kept in at the blue line. Burke tries again, this time off the stick of Miller, and Jing comes away with it. Jing with the fresh sheet, looking for Cafeo. It gets off his stick into the corner. Tries to center it, his stick just wide. That one goes off the post. Cafeo on the backhand. After the initial shot goes off the side of the net and back out. Miller and Arnold come across the line, broken up nicely. Would have been a 2-on-1. And now here comes DePaulo. He makes his way to the center. DePaulo's shot is blocked. Still loose in front. Sticked away by Gilmartin and cleared. Backhand pass stolen by Miller. Look out, 2-on-1. Miller across the ice for Arnold. Arnold shot save. Brett Epstein again. 1-on-1 with Phil Arnold. As Arnold tries to beat him 5-hole, he squeezes it tight and does not allow that to trickle through. The turnover was by Hawes. He tried to backhand it and angle it, but nicely read by Andrew Miller. McCoy sweeps it behind the net to Ray, now Driscoll. Tries the centering pass, taken away. Broski from the point. Stick the side easily, bounces around the side of the net. Ray tried to catch Epstein leaning. To Broski, one-timer, another save, swallowed up by Epstein. One-timer by Broski from the top of the face-off circle, pinching in from his blue line. So both teams, some strong scoring chances early on. Johnson up the boards, kept in. Backhand pass. McCoy's deflected just wide, looking for a tip in front. Broski knocked down off the puck by Sarath. McCoy tries a backhand pass, can't keep it in. That one eventually goes out of play off the stick of Dinkler. And another neutral zone faceoff. We're just 1:45 into this third period. Both teams with a couple of quality chances. Battle at the blue line. Down goes MacArthur. Stays with the puck as Aquila backhands it in. Maragno giving chase. Behind the net it goes for Jing. He reverses field. Maragno centering pass in front. Doesn't quite make it all the way through. Broski tries to keep it in and does so. Behind the net for MacArthur. MacArthur cycles with Maragno. He does battle with Jing. Jing comes away with it. Scoops it, but not out. Still in the zone, and eventually the Cougars clear. As Dinkler still battling with Peterson. McCardle dumps it in behind the Charlotte net. MacArthur. Broski helps him out. Goes up the wall with it and just out of the zone. As Haas was unable to keep it in. MacArthur in his feet. He leaves it for Fawcett. Fawcett with some speed off the bench. Across the line, misses wide on the short side. MacArthur keeps it in. Takes a check, but here comes the Cougars across the line. Centering pass deflected away by White. Read it nicely, but kept in. Wrist shot goes wide. Around it goes. Pass behind the net. Fawcett with a nice check, separates the man from the puck. And that allows Giramusa to come away. Oh, beautiful play in the neutral zone to get around his man. Wrist shot stopped by Epstein. Giramusa, watch this move right there. Beating Kyle Cafeo. And wiring a wrist shot, but swallowed up by Epstein as he's done so much tonight, keeping his team in this one. 3:28 gone by here in the third. Fawcett, Cahill with the shot blocked. And now the Cougars come away with it, 2-on-2. Watch out, here's Sarath with a nice move, wrist shot, left pad save by Toland. Sarath kept off the score sheet, but look out, turnover. Jarul goes around the net, centering pass in front, paddle save, and swept all the way down. Charlotte not taking any chances, they'll gladly take an icing. As Toland, who hasn't been incredibly busy, keeps the pads down on that one. Jarul, the captain for the Cougars, with the centering pass. Sarath the shot. Easily sticked aside by Toland. White up the boards, off a skate, stays in. Fawcett cleans up. And it goes back down. Jarul. Pressured, but eventually gets it over to Sarath. Sarath separated by Arnold, and Burke will now take it. And now Miller. Cross the line, numbers now for Charlotte. Miller looking for Gilmartin, goes all the way through. Touch pass by White, misses Arnold, it comes all the way out. Arnold to Miller. Miller with room, Miller with the wrist shot, riser goes high. Jing behind his own net. Pass gets blocked, Gilmartin centering pass right at the feet of Epstein, and he covers it up. One of those plays you never know, right there, goes off the right skate. Could have very easily deflected in. But Epstein keeps his skate up against the post, doesn't allow it to squeak through. Gilmartin on the draw. Wins it forward to Miller, score! What a play by Gilmartin, a design play off the draw. You see him looking for on the forehand, gets it right over to Miller, waiting on the back post. Arnold is usually the face-off man. When you see somebody like Gilmartin in there, as you can see right now for the draw, Arnold is in there. Gilmartin takes the draw purposely to put it on his forehand to get it over to Miller. The design play off the face-off. And Miller doubles the 49ers lead. Dinkler, turnover. Dinkler will try again. He's pushed off the puck by Peterson. Arnold helps him out. Puck rides all the way up against the boards, then hits a stanchion. Turnover, wrist shot, save, rebound. Broski. What? That's like Owen goes in. And the Cougars respond. David Peterson. The puck along the boards, stays in. Broski prevented that opportunity on the rebound. That one he just centers in front, goes off the stick of Toland and squeaks through the wickets. And just like that, the Cougars back to within one at 4:44 of the third. Valiant response by the Cougars, and now McCoy takes the puck away. Looking to center, goes cross ice. That pass gets blocked. as White tried to go across again. Giramusu takes it. McCoy, and now Driscoll back to McCoy. 3-on-2 across the line. McCoy. Centering to Driscoll, misses it just wide. Driscoll shanks it, and Ray couldn't put a stick on it either. Giramusu. And look out, here comes the Cougars again. Transition. Nice job by Driscoll to get back. That centering pass is blocked. Driscoll still ties up his man. He goes down. Ray on the loose puck. Can't clear the zone. Now it's at his feet. Cross ice for White. And they'll settle down. Ray, too hot to handle. He turns it over, but Driscoll recovers. Giramusu. McCoy. Cross ice. The Charlotte will go for a change. Ray stays in. Ray wins the puck battle. Has a man draped all over him. Turns it over to Jing. Hard work by Jing to take the puck away. And now here comes Sarath, one-on-one with Burke. Sarath loses control, regains. Makes a move around Burke. Still has it on his backhand, just wide. Sticked away by Aquila to MacArthur, who had a big second period. White dumps it in, cross ice. Maragno. Here's Burke. Softly into the corner. MacArthur looking for a centering pass. That gets blocked. Tied up in front of the net. Still tied up in front of the net. Were Maragno and Velez. And now Dinkler with Burke. Burke goes around Sarath. Out of the zone it goes. Right back, MacArthur takes up. And this is going to be a penalty on Maragno. Maragno, an undisciplined penalty on Velez. They got tied up earlier. And some chirping going on by Velez as he skates by. Skates by a second time in front of Maragno. But now 6:55 gone in the third. Charlotte nursing a one-goal lead, and the Cougars go back on the power play. As you see the cross-check call on Maragno. In the offensive zone, those are the worst penalties to take. Bad timing and bad position on the ice. Jing, knocked down by Giramusu. Here's DePaulo. Back to Jing at the point. Jing, cross-ice pass, Cafeo. All the way across for DePaulo. His pass misses the mark. Kept in by Jing just for a second, but MacArthur makes sure of it. Now Ray comes across the line. Wrist shot, paddle save. That's wired all the way around. Giramusu lets it go. Wrist shot goes wide. Cafeo pinches in. Pressure by MacArthur, and now Ray will dump it all the way down. Good work by the 49ers with 1:13 left on the penalty kill. They make wholesale changes as Arnold and Miller up front with Broski and White. Speed across the line to Paulo. One-on-one with Broski. Broski, that's going to be a slash. And they get tangled in the corner. But an obvious slash by DePaulo as he tries to go around Broski. As you see right here, he goes around him, turns around, and just whacks him right in the leg. And that'll do it for the power play with 55 seconds remaining. It'll be 4-on-4 before the 49ers get a 1 minute and 5 second power play unless something else gets called. So DePaulo, who's been everywhere on the ice tonight. We talked about bad timing with Maragno's penalty in the offensive zone. There's DePaulo on the power play in the offensive zone, and needless slash on Broski. White dances around his man. At the half wall, skates out to Miller. Miller down low to Arnold. Arnold with the wrist shot from a bad angle, stopped by Epstein with no problem, and he covers it up. 42 seconds left on this 4-on-4. Arnold tried to win it back and does so eventually. Miller has it at the right point. He skates now down, goes behind the net. Loses control by Johnson, but gets it back. Arnold. Touch pass. Right on net. Still loose as White. That gets dumped all the way down. They say no icing. Well, it was 4-on-4. As Charlotte regroups as they're about to go on the power play. Arnold. White, touch pass, tried to get it to Miller. Johnson turns it over, and it just squeaks out of the zone. Charlotte now on the power play for 1 minute. Burke comes away from his net. Pressured by Peterson. Now Driscoll. Can't find the handle. Gets it. McCoy. Now to Dinkler. And Burke. Hesitates. 2 men on him. Dumps it in deep. Miller. Circles to the half wall. Good pass now to Miller. One-timer looking for the hat trick. Stopped by Epstein. And pitchforked all the way down with 15 seconds remaining on the power play. Burke builds up some speed. Sarath, though, bodies him off the puck and dumps it all the way down. That'll do it for the power play for Charlotte. Halfway point here in the third, 3-2 49ers. Near turnover by McCoy, but Driscoll comes away with it. Across the blue line. Cross ice, Maragno and Sarath. Sarath wins it. Taken off the puck by McCoy. Sarath scoops it out. Now a foot race. And Mike Aquila, fresh off the bench, comes flying in to prevent Giroux from getting to that one. Wired all the way around again by the Cougars. Dinkler will settle it down. Dangerous play in front of his own net, but gets it out. McCoy now Aquila, 3-on-2. Here comes Charlotte. Aquila with speed off the left wing. Fires it just wide, and it comes all the way out. And Sarath nearly had a stick on it. Could have been a 2-on-1. Jeremisu to Aquila. He gets dumped hard by Giroux, and Giroux's going to take a penalty. A late check by Giroux. And now Maragno behind the net. Centering pass. The Cougars get possession, but it'll be a roughing call on Giroux. Needless penalty again in the offensive zone. You're down by 1. And delivers a late check. Puts his team in a hole at the 11:05 mark of the period. He can discuss it with the ref if he wants. You could have called that roughing, you could have called it interference, but definitely a late check by the captain. And the top line for the 49ers is trying to give themselves a little bit more breathing room. Gilmartin. Now, a man loses his stick. It's Cafeo. He has to retrieve it. Advantage for Charlotte. He does get it back, though. Miller on the half wall. Skates towards the blue line. Tries to find his man across the ice. Blocked right back to him. Now it's Arnold. Cycles back to Miller. Tied up, and now Miller has it again behind the net. Miller on his backhand. Scoops it out to Gilmartin. Gilmartin wrist shot from the point. Deflected wide. Burke goes around his man. Centering pass in front. Blocked. Arnold. Jeremisu. That shot gets blocked and eventually out of zone. Great effort by Cafeo. The Charlotte brings it right back. Here's Arnold with an opportunity. Arnold misses. Wide, and breaks his stick on the play. Rebound shot in front misses. And eventually comes out. Here's Burke. Looking for McCoy. McCoy, some footwork, but he loses control, and it's dumped all the way down by the Cougars. And they'll get a change. That pass misses. McCoy with 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Driscoll in his feet, misses his man Ray. That's going to be icing on the power play. Driscoll had a little control problem with that puck. Got in his feet, finally tried to find Ray, but overshot him. And 22 seconds left on this power play. The Cougars hanging tough, though. You have to give them credit. Wrist shot from the point, shorthanded, right to the crest of the 49er logo on Daniel Toland. Another win back. That time it's blocked by McCoy. He wasn't fooled this time. McCoy comes away with it. 2-on-1 if they hurry. McCoy, wrist shot, glove, save, Epstein. Flashing the leather on McCoy. McCoy started with a block shot on Velez. He wasn't fooled that time. He wires it, and you see the glove come out by Epstein. A little clock malfunction here because there were 19 seconds left on the power play before that. And they have to determine how much time is left. Right now the clock reads 7:14 left in the period, but clearly the clock was not running rather on that second draw in the 49ers zone. So much discussion over how much time would have elapsed. It couldn't have been that much, maybe 10 seconds if I had to guess. It was a quick face-off win. Velez tried to get the shot. It was blocked by McCoy, and they came charging right back down. And they're going to roll with it right now. That shot goes wide. Centering pass in front, goes off a skate and misses just wide. McCoy to Dinkler, has room. Wrist shot deflected up. Chest save by Epstein. Power play is over. Charlotte got a little bit of a gift. I'm surprised they let that go that long since the clock didn't start. But in any event, the Cougars kill it off. Driscoll, touch pass to Ray, try to go give and go with Driscoll, misses him. Would have been a nice chance. Cafeo touch pass, look out, 2-on-1 for the Cougars. Across the line, DePaulo, wrist shot, just squeaks by wide. Toland just got a piece of that one, trying to go 7-hole on him, just over the pad and under the blocker. He just got a piece, and it skittered just wide of the far post. DePaulo again, turns it over inside his own zone. Dinkler, shot blocked. DePaulo, Aquila keeps it in. MacArthur can't find the handle. That one deflected up into the bench with 5:52 left here in the third. And here's the opportunity for DePaulo. Here's that shot. The wrister just got a piece of it. Did Toland. Good positioning. And a great shot by DePaulo as well. Those are tough to handle when you get them just over the right pad and under the blocker. About 8 to 10 inches off the ice. Always a challenge for goaltenders. But Toland stood strong. MacArthur and Maragno just went in a little bit early for offside. Another battle here at Extreme Ice Center. Last week, it was NC State. Went down to the wire, a 4-3 victory for the 49ers. This week, Charleston came in after winning a couple games against the Citadel last week with some confidence, especially Epstein. Now MacArthur behind that centering pass. Maragno getting there late. Maragno rebound. No, he looked like he may have put it in. Epstein was there. Aquila. That shot is blocked. And away come the Cougars. Giroux. Separated off the puck by White. Delayed offside. Maragno. Can't handle it. He goes down. It's Jing. And a whole bunch of collisions in the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass. Maragno got a piece of it. No icing here as Jing goes behind his own net. Up the boards. Funny bounce. Maragno knocks it down. Look out. Here's MacArthur with it. He scores! MacArthur with his second of the night. What a play by Maragno to knock that down. There's MacArthur. Absolutely roofs it. Didn't have hardly any room high to the blocker side. But somehow managed to get it in. And past Epstein with just 4:44 left in the third. The Niners now lead 4-2. And the discussion here and the argument by Giroux is that it was knocked down by a high stick by Maragno. The officials having none of it. And for the second time this period, the 49ers have a 2-goal lead. Cougars look to break out. Jing misses Cafeo. Ibrahim knocked down by Jing. Kept in, but now here come the 49ers with the Cougars taking some chances. Fawcett turns it over behind the net. Scooped, but not a whole lot on it. Now collision there with Ibrahim. Fawcett couldn't get that puck deep. Near turnover. And knockdown off the puck. The Cougars very physical now. And watch out, Fawcett looking for some redemption. Still only a 2-goal lead. 49ers have to be careful not to get suckered into any additional penalties. Burke. Fawcett collides with Sarath. That's blocked. Burke again with an opportunity to get it out. Scoops it out. Helped along by Miller. And it's Johnson with it with 3:20 left here in the third. Pass broken up. Arnold to Miller. Miller looking for a deflection. That misses wide. And Broski will check up. Burke to Miller. Miller skates around. Miller again with it. Makes a move around his man, but there's Epstein with his stick to break up that chance as Miller wiped out behind the net. Velez to Welsh. All the way down. That's going to go for icing. As Sarath was trying to get down there with Dinkler, but automatic icing here in the ACHA. 2:46 left. And much like last week, the Niners nursing a 2-goal lead in the final minutes. Gilmartin, watch out for that play again. They used it earlier. Gilmartin goes right to the net, misses wide. Miller to Gilmartin. Backhand feed taken away by Jing. Challenged by Gilmartin. Broski. That one ends up on net. Calmly handled by Epstein. Sarath. Hounded by Arnold behind the net. Peterson can't get it out past Dinkler. Another opportunity. Gilmartin keeps it in. Look out, Miller. Off the post again. Andrew Miller. Now Gilmartin with an opportunity. Challenged by Epstein. Makes the save. Miller with a nice toe drag move. Gilmartin keeps it alive. Broski to the net. Stopped easily, go behind the net now with Arnold. Nice give and go again. Look out. Dinkler and Arnold were both going for that puck, though. It's scooped out. Gilmartin will simply dump it down. They'll get some fresh legs out there for Charlotte. But a nice shift in the offensive zone, a full minute down there with a 2-goal lead. No chance for the Cougars to get any closer when it's down on their end. Borowski, centering pass in front. McCoy to Driscoll. That bouncing puck goes all the way down. Epstein looking to the bench to see if they want to pull him at this point. 1:15 remaining. Driscoll shakes off a check, drops it off for Dinkler. And now Borowski. McCoy gets it out briefly, dumped right back in. Under a minute to play. Dinkler to Ray. He's kept in the zone. Epstein is at the bench. Extra man on for the Cougars. DePaulo beaten to the puck by Driscoll. Drops it off for Borowski. Up the boards for Ray. Ray with it. Took a little bit too much time. Staying in the zone. Turnover now. Sarath with it. Sarath centering pass from down goes Cafeo. Can't get it on net. MacArthur up. Can't get it out. In front in the slot. Still loose. Borowski gets it out of the zone safely. Jing. Turnover there. Ray with an empty net. Man down. Ray to the net and he scores. Michael Ray with patience as the man went down to block his shot. He waited skates around him, as you see right here, and fires it into the empty net with just 9.5 left here in the third. That'll seal the deal here in Charlotte, with the 49ers up 5-2. Make no mistake, the Cougars were game tonight. Perhaps a little bit overmatched. But they came and they challenged, they fought hard. But in the end, the 49ers come away with another victory. 5-2. As the teams come off the bench. Great job by Charlotte not panicking. The Cougars kept fighting back. You saw when they got a 2-goal lead the first time when it was 3-1, they came right back on the next shift. Got a goal right back to make it 3-2. Even had a power play only down by a score of 3-2. Unable to capitalize. So some tense moments again. But Charlotte hangs on for another W. Andrew Miller was everywhere on the ice tonight. 2 goals for him, 2 goals from Max MacArthur as well, and a couple of snipes really by MacArthur. Both of them high blocker side, just by the ear hole. And you see the 49ers raising their sticks and saluting their fans here at Extreme Ice Center. Our final score, Charlotte 5. Charleston 2. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. We'll be back next Friday night, where your 49ers will take on USC right here at Extreme Ice Center next Friday night at 8:30. Thank you again for joining us, and good night.